Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Life is Shy. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell so you'll be notified every time I drop a new video. So first I want to talk about our second month down of the 10 milligram. I can't believe it went by this fast. I completed 2 months of the 10 milligrams and I just moved up to the 12.5. I will show you there. I'm gonna get the full effects of the medication, so I decided to go up, and I just want to experiment on it and see how it works for me. So if you haven't checked out all of my other videos just tracking my journey on being on Zepbound, please be sure to check out all of my videos, and I just talk about all of my different side effects, how I felt for that week and everything like that. So let's get into how I felt for this second month. I talked about how I really enjoyed the 10 milligram. It gave me energy. I was focused. I was locked in at the gym. It was probably my best I've felt since I've been on the Zepbound period. So I really enjoyed that. I do plan on just trying out the 12.5 milligram and see if I lose a little bit more weight on that. And if I do, I might stay on the 12.5 milligrams and increase my dose from there. I also talked about how I've changed my eating habits. I changed the way I eat. I decreased the way I intake food. So whether if that's just eating less by using my saucer plate and planning my meals out, that's pretty much what I did over the course of me being on Zepbound. But I really locked in once I got on the higher dosage. So when I got on the 10 milligrams, I really stuck to everything that I said I was gonna do. I barely had any fall offs or mix-ups or things like that. So I did very well on that dosage and I was proud of myself. So that's working out 5 to 6 days a week. I did that. If it's eating less, if it's cutting out sugar, I did that mostly. So I am definitely proud of myself on that. So I do want to give you guys a quick update. If you haven't checked out my last video, for those of you that has CVS Caremark as your prescription insurance provider, they did say that they will be removing Zepbound off of the formulary come July 1st. So I've been trying to find different loopholes around it, and I had a ton of people say that they tried, to get approved under different medical conditions like sleep apnea and things like that, and they were really strict and denied them from that. And I also had a conversation with, a team member at CVS Caremark, but they were kind of tight-lipped about how I'm able to stay on the prescription. They said, well, it has to be your doctor and they have to give us a reason as to why you need to stay on Zepbound. And we review it case by case. And if your case is fall under certain guidelines, then they'll approve it from there. And then I said, hey, what are those new guidelines? And she wouldn't tell me what that would be. All she told me was that it's a case by case per individual, so they reserve the right to deny it based off of they feel, in my opinion. So I was a little bummed out by that because I came so far. I found a dose that works for me, and I also talked to a lot of people that said that Wegovy didn't work for them. So thinking I might just have to switch over to Wegovy, see how it works for me, and if it doesn't work for me at all, I'm gonna try to get back on Zepbound because I actually really like Zepbound. It works. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. Also, I will keep you guys updated if I find out any loopholes or any guidelines to get approved. Like I said before, they are going to do it on a case by case, person by person. So what I may be approved for, the next person may not be approved for. So we'll just see from there. I'm going to go ahead and do my injection. I think I'm going to do it in my right leg just to start it off and see how it makes me feel. And I'll give you guys an update on what I expect for next week. Stay tuned. Okay, I just did my injection on my right thigh, and I guess I might have gotten used to the pain. It didn't hurt as bad as it normally would do, so I'm happy about that. So here's the things that I'm expecting next week. So I'm definitely going to be working out This week I did 7 days, every day at the gym. And I also incorporated kettlebell swings. So I've seen a challenge on TikTok where they are doing 100 kettlebell swings for 30 days straight. Now, I have not been tracking my progress or recording. I probably should record that just to see how it would look, but you know, it's kind of awkward setting up a camera in the gym, so I just decided not to do that. But I can maybe get a good angle. Maybe I'll do that, I don't know. But something that I have been incorporating these last couple weeks, but I'm also gonna do it for weeks moving forward too. Also, I am trying my best to, you know, not focus solely on losing the weight. So I haven't even tracked my weight in a couple of weeks, and I'm gonna continue to just not focus on that. A lot of people have been telling me how lean I've gotten, so I'm thinking maybe I am losing fat, or maybe I am slimming down and building muscle, because I actually feel stronger too. I feel stronger. I was doing my kettlebell swings. I started off at 10 pounds. Now I'm, 10 pounds is super light for me. At first it wasn't, but now I'm moving up to 15 pounds. And then I'm just gonna gradually go up. The other things I've been doing is lifting weights. So along with the kettlebell swings, I lift weights. So I do the pull downs. I don't know, is it called lat pull downs? I just use like dumbbells here and there, and I lift weights. So I'm gonna continue to do that, but I also get my cardio in too. So I'll just give you guys a quick rundown on how I do it at the gym. If it helps you guys want to adopt this, so be it. So when I usually go to the gym, I usually get on the elliptical. I get on the arc trainer, which is kind of similar to the elliptical, but it has a lot more bounce to it. So you will see the difference between the regular elliptical and the arc trainer. Me personally, the arc trainer is a little bit harder than the elliptical. I either do those two, and then I also do the treadmill. So the treadmill, I can walk for 30 minutes or do a light jog. I do that, and then that's when I head over and do my weights. So I usually just, knock that out first, do my weights, and then I'm done. An hour to an hour and a half. And I also make sure that I close that ring, which is your fitness ring if you have an iPhone, or if you have a watch, or if you have a Fitbit. Your steps, it tracks how much calories you burn. It actually tracks how long you're standing up for the day. So it's really, really intuitive. So my main goal is closing those rings. So that's pretty much it. So hopefully next week and see if I did lose some weight, but I can feel, can feel my bones a little bit. I can feel like, collarbone, and I haven't felt a collarbone in years. So I think I'm doing something right. So I'm not gonna overtalk. That's all I got for now. I want to say thank you guys so much who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. I think we're up to like 145 subscribers right now, maybe more. And I can just say thank you guys so much who's been supporting me. Man, you just don't know, like, it makes me so happy hear people support my channel. So it makes me want to keep continuing to moving forward and put out content. So I really appreciate that so much. And remember, stay happy, stay healthy, stay consistent. You guys got this. We got this. And I will see you guys on the next one. So thank you so much. Bye.